Alright, here we go. The old Man Emu 2.5-inch suspension lift for the WK2 or the Grand Cherokee, ready for install here. These are all the parts. You've got front struts, rear shock, I've got the other one in a box somewhere still, and springs, and that's about it. You have to reuse the top hat from the original shock up front and in the rear. I don't think there's any other parts to reuse except for bolts. Alright, let's go take a look at the start of the install. Got the tire off. Of course, before we did that, we safely got the vehicle up on jack stands with a high quality jack. Need something bigger than 20 inches of lift. With the 20-inch tires, just did not have enough clearance with a 17-inch jack, so just be aware. First thing, of course, take the tire off, and then you're going to want to take the nut off the upper ball joint here. That connects right there. Take the nut off, spray it with some PB Blaster, of course. This one didn't have too much problem coming apart. We've only got about 40,000 miles on it. It's 2013 rig, so you have to give it a little bang with the sledgehammer. It falls right apart. Don't worry about it falling because it's still connected with the axle and the control arm and the sway bar, so it won't fall away. It just falls down about 4 inches. But be prepared, it'll drop. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to be taking out the bolts for the control arm, the strut, and then on the back side over here, up below, let's see here if I can get it right, that is the nut for the sway bar. Make sure both tires are off, of course, because otherwise you'll never get the sway bar out with the tension on it. So to put it in, you can do it by yourself. You're a little bit tricky. It is heavy. Get down underneath, get it lined up here. You want to lift it up, line up your mounting holes in the top, and get it through. There, you can hear it. Hold it steady. Reach over with one hand, and if you get one bolt on, it will hold itself in place. You're good. All right, you put the other two bolts on. Just take some stress off. Up top, you can see the. Oh, there we go. Bolts. Just finger tight is fine. All right, to get this on down here, easiest way to do this: make sure this stuff's out of the way. Get your strut lined up right here on the boot. Straighten this out. Just use your weight. Push down. Get the strut in there. And there you go. Alright. Got the arm back on. Everything's going to line up. You'll want to use your jack to raise this and put the bolts back together in reverse order. That will be the next step. Alright, so we've got the tire off. We're going to disconnect this arm, this arm, this arm, and the shock. I believe we'll probably have to disconnect the extended sway link back here. I think the only thing to really watch out for is watch the speed cable and this brake cable for the parking brake, and the other cable. We'll see how, once they get down, how far they are going to go. I expect that this will hold on like the last one did until the last disconnect, but I may put something underneath just to catch it so that it doesn't bounce down and hang by the cables. We will see. Alright, so getting this apart and disassembled, you've got a lot of range on this. This is down on the ground now. A lot of range on this. I could even put the jack stand up higher to get more range. You'll just have to kind of touch and go with that one, is figure out how much you need. I'd say good 12 plus inches to have it raised on the jack stand. I took off the rear caliper, pretty easy, 2 bolts, just so I didn't have to stress this cable anymore, stretched over here, because when I was getting down this far, cable was tightening up. Last thing I want to do is break that. Another good thing is take out these speed sensor cables. I found that this type of pliers work best to get in, pull that off. This is I don't know if this is a speed sensor. I think it actually may be the air system, the air pressure system. Rear brake, parking brake, plenty of room on that. Pushing it all the way down, but when you put it all the way down, you'll get more range, and then you'll be able to get the spring out. And best way to do it is really twist off the bottom. If you keep twisting, you'll be able to twist it off the bottom rubber mount, and then you can get the rear wheel spring out. You're going to want to take cap off, of course. Make sure you get a picture before you took it out, so you know how to put it back in. Mine was set this way with this sticker on the outside with the end of this facing out and the inside of the bottom of the spring facing in. But these do spin around, as you can tell. So clean out your gunk, and then we'll do the reassembly in a second.